Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for another health update video. If you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. TRT update. We're going to about 5 months in. Things have not been going good, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm thinking about stopping, potentially very, very soon. So, what's been going on with my recent blood test? And I should say, did I switch anything up from the last time I did my blood test or something like that? I did recently, before I did these labs, I did try to do smaller shots or divided shots instead of doing twice a week. Try to do 3 times a week just to see if it would do anything. And no, I felt even worse. So, but we'll get into the mood in a little bit. Quotation marks, right? So, what was my T at this time? It was 659. Nothing impressive. So 5 months of TRT, the dosage. So I'm only on, again, generally, so it's 50, which would be 100 a week, which is not, a lot. It's normal, right? So, but with that 100 a week, I've been around 600 to 900. But you got to remember that I naturally, with lots of herbs, mind you, I was able to get low total testosterone to a 800 total testosterone before. But why did I eventually do TRT? Because of the long COVID and everything, and never been really able to really raise the free T, right? So, but just to go show you, I was able to get 800, but so 600, 900, right? My free T this time was an 11. It's no wonder I still feel like shit. 11. I was almost single digits again. My sex hormone binding goblin this time was a 52. I'm back to the levels of an 80-year-old man. I certainly did not start TRT to have the levels of an 80-year-old man, but that is what we're dealing with. This radiation has completely destroyed my body. It just does not work properly anymore. I had a doctor appointment earlier today, and even my doctor was shocked and flabbergasted. And she said she has not had a patient that has had this much trouble getting dialed in before. But what are you going to do? Again, I have a lot of weird health problems. My estrogen was a 17, and I'm wondering if this is also partly to blame for why I don't feel good. Now, you got to remember, years and years and years ago, when all that tumor stuff was going on and everything, and they first started testing testosterone for me, which, by all accounts, I potentially could have had low testosterone almost my whole life, right? Because even when I look at stuff from, I think it was like 18 or something, I had like a testosterone of like 400. Certainly that's not normal. And I didn't see free T, but who knows what my free T would have been. But when I first had tried Clomid, the doctors gave me, that raised my total testosterone again, but not my free. So I didn't really feel anything. And it raised my estrogen so high that I had to take Arimidex. So one of the strange things about starting this TRT is my doctors, they gave me Arimidex with the thought that most people, especially someone that has showed a precedent of being estrogen sensitive, I would probably need Arimidex. Well, for whatever reason, and my doctor can't explain it, and even reading online, it is abnormal to say the least, my estrogen is dropping. You got to remember, I actually had an estrogen of 40. I think, was it 44? Was it 44? I don't remember. I'd have to go look. Was it 44 before I started TRT? I'd have to go look again, but I think I had a test at 44. Maybe it was 42. But anyway, so for whatever reason, I'm not taking any Arimidex or anything like that, and my estrogen is dropping. So I'm actually wondering if potentially maybe it's possible that this is why I also feel like shit, because a guy needs some estrogen, right? So you start getting estrogen into the teens, you can also have side effects. So we got sex hormone binding goblin of an 80-year-old man. Estrogen is dropping for some reason on TRT, which cannot be explained. Free T of an 11, almost single digits again. I did not start TRT to get these levels. No wonder I feel terrible. My ferritin, if you're curious, because again, you need a ferritin over 70 to grow hair. It was in the 50s last time, so in 6 weeks or so, I got it up 12 points. But I'm like, tripling, quadrupling even the iron that I'm taking. So that's not not good. Um, and I'm currently, I think, I'm in my second COVID shed right now. So I actually had about maybe 2 weeks or so, maybe almost 3 weeks, where I had stopped losing hair, and I didn't want to jinx it, so I didn't say anything. Because I'm like, this might just be the first COVID shed. I did have that COVID shit again this winter. And I think that's what happened, because I had a few weeks where my hair seemingly stopped falling out. And now, especially yesterday, it was just gobs and gobs of hair all over. So I'm guessing I'm in the second COVID that I had last year now during the winter. So fuck me. And my ferritin is still only 68. I did not go on TRT. And again, I'm not donating anything either, but whatever. And the DHEA was 111, and that's right at the basically almost bottom range. And yeah, so yeah, things have been going bad. And I talked to the doctor. We were talking about maybe quitting. I'm thinking about it. Starting to read how to come off it, because certainly I did not start TRT to feel worse. And that's not to say that nothing feels better. Um, you know, Considering how bad, maybe I would feel better if I was actually sleeping, but it's actually made my insomnia worse, and I'm prone to insomnia. I have a lot of pain throughout my body, and cluster headaches, chronic migraines, pretty hard to sleep when that's going on. Although, knock on wood, the cluster headache period has slowed down, and I'm more just, migraines. Like I was sick last night, and, sick this morning, still kind of recovering. But, so, I'm sure the sleeping isn't helping. Um, but I mean, for what it's worth, you know what I mean? I've said before, the biggest change for me has been that I did not realize my sense of color was so bad. It's not like I was colorblind, but it makes me kind of sound like a hippie. Sometimes I'm just driving home and I'm like, whoa, I did not realize the sky, these gradients of color. I don't know. I didn't realize my sight had gotten that dulled. Like my sight is it's like a little bit more expansive. And considering how bad my sleep is, I do feel I have more energy than I should, and to comment about workouts, because I mean, people are probably like, oh, are you working out more? Are you able to work out more? No, but I don't know. I posted the test I had. I recently went to go get another scan on my arm, and I've had, I got this nerve damage. I've had surgery before, pinched nerves, all that kind of stuff. I'm fucked up. But it was like these last times I did the shots, they didn't do anything, which is not good. And I'm sure because some people from video game stuff will watch. I was like, no, Clayton, we know you must be practicing all these games. You must be, it's not the case. And even if I wanted to, my hands are fucked up, and man, I barely even attempted to draw like for a year. Like my hands are in permanent pain. So they did a scan, and I didn't realize. So it said tendonitis, and I don't know if is my camera on. I think my camera's on a little bit, right? I know people are like, man, you got big phone. I forget what it is. I got like a little bit. Well, there you go. See, I'm shedding fucking hair all over the goddamn fucking place. My God, can I ever get nice hair again? No. Where was I? Oh yeah, so they did a scan, and I got maybe my forearm, maybe it makes me look buffer than I am, because I got this forearm muscle that is not normal, I guess, but it's like pitching on my nerve, and I guess I completely dislocated my funny bone, which I didn't know was possible. Did you? Put it in the comments if you knew that's possible. A complete dislocation of my funny bone, so it's no wonder that I've had this permanent pain that is not getting any better. So that's going on. So, I mean, what I'm getting at there is, have you been able to push yourself because you have more energy than normal? And it's like, no, because my body's still fucked up. But for what it's worth, when I do, when I do work out, it's kind of strange. And you got to remember, I don't lift heavy. So I do like light bands, weights, that kind of stuff, and lots of push-ups. And I know there's going to be some hater. Oh, how could you get a body like that? Well, it's what happened. And I will say, when I do my workouts, though, they're pretty quick. like I'm getting through them pretty quickly, but again, I don't lift heavy, but my workouts are pretty quick considering how badly I've been sleeping and everything like that. So who knows? Maybe if I actually was sleeping better and I wasn't in such permanent pain and fucked up all the time, I could uh gain a little bit, I guess. But that's not really the it's not really the reason I went on TRT. Like I said, I was hoping for more of a other stuff, right? I mean, the libido. My libido is so fucking low right now. And again, I'm sure it's the estrogen dropping. My free T is 11, so what I'm basically before. Almost single digits again, sex from a body goblet of an 80-year-old man. So I'm sure that shit isn't fucking helping. Oh man, I'm so tired. Um, so yeah, no, it's made my libido's been. I've gone from a bipolar sex drive to just an extremely low sex drive, which sucks. So I basically, some people talk about they have a honeymoon phase. I got no honeymoon phase. I had like a few days where I was like, whoa, I could feel the blood pumping to my dick. And I was like, whoa. I mean, there was one night I woke up and I was like, whoa, I could bang a lot of girls right now if I wanted to. But I mean, I only had that feeling a few times and then just bipolar sex drive to down. So again, I'm fucked up. I can't seem to dial in. My doctor that I saw, she's like, I've never had a patient who's had this much trouble trying to dial in with all this shit. But again, I'm not. I have so. And the problem is, so again, for at least for this test, I did try to do lower dose or more doses lower to see if that would do anything. And, it didn't. It made things worse, if anything. But I can't go to the one dose or something like that a week because it's just too much of a jolt to my system. I'm not reacting. So I don't know what to do. I guess the thought is I'm going to get some HCG. I'm going to try because some people need the HCG with it. And some people get a lot of benefit from that, but there's a problem. HCG, that's not covered by insurance. So that's an extra cost, even if it works. But I guess what I'll try to tell myself is even if the HCG works or doesn't, or I guess, the thought is I'm trying to read about how you actually come off. Cause if I've been on like 5 months now, and if I stop, I'm about to start traveling again here pretty soon. So I'm not going to stop right now, but I don't want to stop right when I go on a little bit of a travel stuff. So, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm very tired. My God, fuck. This is I've been sick, so this is not totally just not sleeping, or it is not sleeping. But like I said, I was fucked up last night. So, like I said, just as I get older, it takes longer and longer to recover when I get these fucking chronic migraines and cluster headaches and everything like that. Although again, hasn't been a bad period. Knock on wood lately, but. So the thought is, I guess PCT, correct me if I'm wrong, if I stop, take out the testosterone, don't take anything for a week or so, then keep taking the HCG for a little bit, and then I guess start enclomiphene or Clomid or Novadex or something, which I'm not looking forward to whatsoever because I did try Clomid before, and I was only on that for like a month or something, and that's being pretty generous, I think, and that fucked me up. That did not feel good. But yeah, no, I mean, I didn't get on TRT to feel worse. Although there are some good things, but, a little bit more energy, deceptively mentally clear. I have deceptive clarity considering how little I have fucking slept or slept. And, the sight is the biggest thing. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to, okay. I guess the idea is, I'm not on, my testosterone is only 600, right? I mean, I definitely could take a higher dose, but I'm already having such trouble sleeping, But again, my free T is such shit. I don't know what to do. I'm extremely frustrated by the situation. Of course, I feel extremely shitty with my hair coming out all over the place again, too. just never gonna have nice hair again, dude. COVID 6 times, seriously? I mean, what are you gonna do? That's the FGC on NBC, right? I just have no immunity to it. I was actually at the doctor, well, not today, but a couple days ago, and she's like, "Man, have you had COVID like 3 times now? That's crazy." And I'm like, "Dude, I had like 6." She's like, "Oh my god." So, I'm like, "Dude, I know. It just, what am I gonna do?" But yeah, so TRT going bad. Oh man, I was really hoping I could get dialed in, but yeah, the start of the thought is right now get some HCG, see if that changes anything. Give it another month or so. I'm gonna go travel, but and then if it doesn't do anything. I mean, God, I just am so unexcited about, so unenthused, so unenthusiastic about potentially getting off and having to do Clomid again or enclomiphene or something, and just, oh my god, I'm not horny about that whatsoever, dude. Oh, but I mean, again, some things are better, but some things are worse too, and I definitely didn't start to have things be worse. So, yeah, not good. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. Appreciate it. Thanks. The end.